Most pro wrestlers are liars. They'll tell you how they're the best, how they're the toughest, how they won the most championships, why they're the most beloved. But they lie. Because there's always someone out there waiting to knock you off of your perch, waiting to smash your throne. And when they get caught in the lie, they fold, they break down, they crash out, and they embarrass the sport, the art form of professional wrestling. You see, that's what makes me different. Because my name is Tenacious Beast. And you should trust me. Because I have never lied to you. From day one, I've told you, I am one of the best in that ring. Catch, lucha, strong style, deathmatch. I love this business and I am here to save professional wrestling. But you gotta be real with yourself. Look at me. Look at me. Really look at me. Do you believe in a guy like me? Do you believe in a man behind a mask? And while you sit there and think about your answers, you gotta realize it's not the man that you need to believe in. It's not the man you need to trust. It's the monster behind the mask. Because my name is Tenacious Beast, and I am burdened by the glorious purpose to make this business safe for wrestlers like me. And 10, we trust.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Monday Night Raw, episode 96. As these tournaments continue, the action continues. And coming up next, we'll take it to the ringside. Ladies and gentlemen, the following match is a Digital Destiny tournament matchup. Introducing first, Cyrax Thunderbolt Walker! Cyrax Walker showing up here, ladies and gentlemen. Cyrax Walker showed up to the PWGP and now has a chance to cement his legacy by taking out one of the biggest in Malik Xavier. It's going to be a hell of a clash, a hell of the rest of the card. Ladies and gentlemen, tag team action. Women will be here. The men will be here. This is going to be a historic milestone episode for the prestigious Wrestling Grand Prix. And I want to thank everybody here for tuning in. Remember, drop a comment, leave a like, share the video, invite your friends to come watch, tell the story. This is the one and only place, PWGP. Let's go. Let's go, baby. This is going to be a hell of a night. And introducing his opponent, he is Malik the Beast Xavier! Malik Xavier, the Beast. Is here. Holy shit. There's some tissue or some shit in my beard. Alright, well. That's why we have extras on deck. You know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Prestigious Wrestling Grand Prix. This is what we do night in, night out. And we're going to come back strong, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to come back consistent. That's going to be the biggest difference here moving forward, is the consistency will change. Right now, since returning, we've been dropping about one episode a month. But a huge episode, a stacked episode at that. But I'm going to do better. We're going to do better here at Prestigious Wrestling Grand Prix. We're going to try to bring you 3 to 4 episodes a month. Should be better. Should keep the momentum on an elite pace. I want to again thank everyone here for tuning in to part 2 of episode 96, and a stacked card it is. This, the first match of part 2, Malik Xavier, Cyrax Walker, the Digital Destiny Tournament, round 1 begins. Luna Love in the building ahead of her huge matchup later on tonight. Woo! European uppercut, the power, and a splash. Goes nowhere as he eats a double knee. Cyrax Walker try to end the match there. You see Malik able to duck it, pick him up now. Power! Oh, I thought it was a power slam, but snake eyes. Power snake eyes. Countered by Walker. Walker springboarded, missing. Malik, big right hand. These two men are locking horns, exchanging big time blows in the middle of the ring, and this is what it means. This is the strategy here, I guess, with these two. Throw bombs, throw haymakers early. Cyrax Walker may not have a choice, as Malik Xavier, the bigger behemoth here. Cyrax Walker has to throw everything in the kitchen table, but he gets countered, looking for that CM Punk-like bulldog. Malik tries to go for a mega clothesline. Ducks, hits a huge headbutt. Cover, this could be it. One kick out by Walker. Thunderbolt staying in this fight here as the bigger, stronger athlete, Malik Xavier, former world strongman, trained by Mark Henry, trained by the likes of Kenny Omega. Oh, as he eats a huge spinning tornado uppercut. Both men, look at the evasiveness of Walker. But he misses. Shooting everything at the table. Still to come, ladies and gentlemen. Tag team action. The Fire All Free-for-All tournament. The Network Knockouts tournament. All tonight. First round opening matchups have been electric. Talk about part 1 to kick off. Tiger Omega, Elijah Jordan in a hellacious ladder match, followed by Marissa Saturn and Violet Dallas, who made it hardcore and personal. The Gun Militia made their tag team debut against the Reyes del Caribe, and now Malik in control with a huge body splash right in the corner. Xavier, oh, look at this tilt-a-whirl, set out powerbomb, cover, 1, 2, kick out by Walker, staying in this fight. These matches have elevated championships, have elevated fighters. No one so far who has entered into this ring during this episode has left the same. None of these two men will either. As you can see, Walker throwing everything. Oh, and he is peeled outside of the ring. Now Malik, this is the likes, and he says he can soar. A behemoth can fly. Look at this crocodile roll in the outside. He is relentless. this pace, this punishment on Walker. He almost snaps his neck there at the very last moment. Malik Xavier is in absolute control. We have seen this behemoth fly. We have seen this behemoth hit haymakers. And now he's in the outside making it hardcore, but he took too much time. I don't know how wise it was to give Walker some space there, but Xavier now unleashing a combo, and he is snuffed to the back of the head of Walker as he crashes into the apron. Malik Xavier, who's been relentless, trying to make a statement, trying to make the world notice that the behemoth exists and he is here to be a champion. Oh, wait, I may have spoken too soon. No, I did not. There it is. Boom! With authority. This time he drove him with so much force to the mat that it forced him to bounce back up the impact. Now setting something up. No! Countered by Walker. Walker! Schoolboy! Cover! Rope break! Could you have imagined if Walker now trying to build a head of steam, trying to gain some momentum, trying to stump a mud hole, and Malik Xavier in the corner, trying to choke him out, and look at this! Double knees Meteora! Viva la raza! Shouts to, standing moonsault, may have gotten too carried away. Malik Xavier, double booted drop kick. Walker back down, and now another familiar sight during this matchup with Malik Xavier in control. Up he goes, counter by Walker. This is his moment. Could he do it? There he goes! Inverted Impaler, and now he's firing up. What's he gonna do? Rolling Thunder Face Crasher. Cover. No, he's not. He's gonna ask for more. He's asking for more. Kick to the midsection. Is this gonna work? Oh! One winged angel. 1, 2. Oh! And a kick out by Xavier. And I thought that was it. I'm being told now that both of these men, students of Kenny Omega. Big neck breaker. And you can see the power of Malik as well. Oh wait, Walker trying to go for a coffin drop. Malik Xavier got out of the ring, came back, punished. Walker now building space. Back into the ring. Malik taunting, bad timing. Punish, no, counter, clothesline, miss. Oh, ducked under, combo now. Big elbow. Another kick, ladies and gentlemen. We saw the attempt to this earlier. Oh my God! Suplex into a power bomb. We did not see that one. 1, 2, into the ropes. Walker saving himself. Walker knowing where he is at all times inside of that ring. Busted him wide open. This match has gone intense, ladies and gentlemen. Walker to the corner. He splashed down. Malik goes for the cover. He may have broken his back. 2. Kick out by Walker. This match continues. Was he setting up? Oh my God, no. Is it going to be? Oh, he missed. He went for it. He went for the people's elbow. Ladies and gentlemen, he may have swung too high, but no, he's not. Yes! Another counter. Big elbow clothesline to the back, clubbing blow. Malik Xavier, blood rushing through his face, finally hits that clothesline, and he's going for it now. Building momentum. Over the top he goes. Xavier is gonna hit it. Spine buster. Walker is hurt. Walker may be all she. No, big counter. Big dodge by Xavier. Xavier headed back to the top rope. This is dangerous. Wait, he's calling for him. He wants him to stand up. Ladies and gentlemen, Bohemian's gonna fly. What a right hand. Oh! Spear out of nowhere. Cover. 1, 2, kick out. Still in this war. Malik Xavier fighting with everything he got. Walker trying to survive, trying to end it, and he gets countered. Now Xavier again. This time was smart about it. This time calculated. Knew exactly where Walker was. Able to assault him. Walker with a counter. Walker back up now. What is he setting up? Walker setting up for his Mamma Mia moment. Got him! Double booted missile thunderbolt drop kick. Picking him up. Collar elbow tie up. What's he setting up? No! Took too much time. Thought about doing too much damage when he should have went for a cover. Now the bigger man, the power. This is rare from a man the size of Malik Xavier. His tendency to go up to the top rope and fly like an eagle. He scores. What another Megaton right hand. This time, Malik may have scored with everything he had. Kick to the midsection. We saw this one time. Oh no! Oh! Super running power slam. 1, 2, 3. What a battle. What a way to kick off part 2. And we're going to take a look at the action throughout this matchup. What another first round matchup. Malik Xavier hit innovative move after innovative move. He flew, he soared, he connected. The Thunderbolt, look at this moment right there. He knew exactly where he was at all times. Coming back, this was the moment that changed everything. The momentum built from this onslaught, this run, was what gave Malik Xavier the time, the energy he needed to score this. One more big time move for the final ending. Boom! 1, 2, 3. Malik Xavier moves on. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, Malik the Bohemian Xavier. What a match. Malik moves on to round 2 of the Digital Destiny Tournament. In his pool, ladies and gentlemen, tune into social media to find out who his possible opponents are. What a match and what a night still to come. We're gonna go straight into another match. Ladies and gentlemen, back-to-back action, as this time it is the middleweight championship tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, the following matchup is a round 1 Cyber Takeover Tournament matchup. Introducing first, he is Ethan Ray, Evil Way. Evil Way, Ethan Ray is back, and this match is going to be hard hitting. You have to wonder the condition though of this man. He has been in wars in the last 2 episodes. His last in-ring matchup against Eric R.I.P. Blackwell was a hellacious anything goes match. We saw thumbtacks, we saw barbed wire, chairs, blood on both sides. None of these men could be physically ready to compete this soon, which is why Eric R.I.P. Blackwell isn't here tonight. But who making his debut is his opponent. Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent making his PWGP in-ring debut. He is a 10. The Tenacious Beast! Ladies and gentlemen, he is here. The tenacious beast has arrived in PWGP. The man that looks to save wrestlers' integrity, what they stand for, what it means to be a real fighter. This superstar, this man exemplifies it. And tonight, he looks to mark his way towards Cyber Sunday and episode 100. Could he do it? Tonight, he makes his debut and the crowd is heckling him. The crowd is on him. Ladies and gentlemen, you can feel the energy, the aura in the arena for Tenacious Beast. Almost has these people almost in a trance. But then he transforms inside the ring and becomes a beast. An absolute beast. The absolute 10 out of 10. The true trust Tenacious. We heard from him earlier tonight, but now we're about to see what he can do inside the ring. There you go, the bell is rung. Ethan Ray, Evil Way. Oh, it's a jaw-wrenching jab, chop, slap, right hand, chop, chop. Woo! They go right at it. Evil Way. You have to imagine his body is in no condition to go to war like this. But you have to respect the tenacity. What a way to kick this off. A wrestling genius though. This bear hug. Putting pressure. Snapmare. Wrestling at its finest. This is what we said. This is exactly what he said. He's here to preserve wrestling. He may hate the fact that Ethan Ray had that hellacious hardcore matchup with Eric Blackwell. But tonight, oh! Sunset flip powerbomb to the outside. But tonight, Tenacious may still have to deal with that hardcore attitude of Ethan Ray. But oh, on the outside, that T-bone exploder suplex right there on the outside, dropping that elbow. And this is what we're going to see from Tenacious. He's going to be a wrestler. He's going to be a technician. He's going to maneuver his way around your joints. He's going to drop you. He's going to hit you where it hurts. Methodical as it gets. Now, Evil Way, Ethan Ray, also a great fighter. As you can see right here, not going to be someone to just stand by idly and take the beating. This man is going to stand up. He's going to fight. He's going to want you to bring it to him as he takes it right back into the ring. And he has to be hurt. Wait! Oh! Buckshot lariat by Tenacious. And look at this! Oh! Your sequence there. Both men missing, but going for Hail Mary! Death Valley Driver! Cover! One! Kick out by Ethan Ray. Whew. After that sequence, I have to take a breather. Both of these fighters putting it all on the line. Big elbows. From the early going, they were throwing huge shots. Knockout shots. Shots that any regular man would not be able to stand. Look at this double knees. Inverted DDT. Fall over drop. Ethan Ray has a chance. What he's looking to set up. What is he looking to do? What is he looking to do? He wants to go to the top rope. Oh, he's springboarding drop kick. Surprising Tenacious. And this may be the strategy. Could the strategy be to fly? Could he maybe take Tenacious off his game by keeping it aerial? There it is. Tornado. Hurricane Rana, sorry. We see Ethan Ray now. Collar elbow tie up. And there it is. Tenacious fighting back. Tenacious not going to be one to stand down. And neither is Ethan Ray. setting it up, calling for it. Oh, he's going for sweet chin music, but Beast countered. Beast has him up. Oh wait, crucifix, power bomb, cover. 1, 2, kick out by Ethan Ray, and wow, that into the corner. Beast not done. Beast with a huge corner clothesline, elbows. Like walking into this match already, Ethan Ray was beat. Another choke slam. And he's taking a beating, but he's not laying down. He's not laying down for no one. Evil Way will have his way. Evil Way, again, setting something up. He's gonna fly. Oh, rolling thunder frog splash. Now he has a moment. Headed back to the top rope. High risk maneuver. Is he gonna work? Is he gonna cash out? And it does! Huge diving elbow. The people are on his side. Kick to the knee. Another one. Wait, he misses. He did it. It was a deke. He deked Tenacious. And now Tenacious is really Tenacious on his back. Will Ethan Ray surprise us? Oh no! Tenacious Beast dog. Tenacious Beast got him. Oh, STO clothesline. Kick to the back. Right to that lower back with a huge elbow. Ladies and gentlemen, these two matches, jawbreaker counter by Ethan Ray. Ethan Ray has him, hooking the arms. Evil Way. Oh! Evil Way scores. Cover 1, 2. Oh! At 2.99999. What a battle! All of these opening round matchups have been insane here on Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, both of these elite fighters are down, and this crowd is on their feet. A standing ovation. Remember, leave a comment. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. This is live from the Los Angeles Staples Center, episode 96, Monday Night Raw. Springboard, moonsault connects. What's he gonna do? Big kick, nobody home. Drops him, Tenacious Beast. Tenacious has him, wait, Tenacious, look at this. Look at this! What a submission! Ladies and gentlemen, Ethan Ray in trouble! Ethan Ray taps! What a match! What a performance by your boy Ethan Ray. He did everything he could to stay alive, but he came in just too damaged. It could not be enough as Tenacious Beast did everything in his power to win this. Take a look at that power bomb with authority. Cover after cover. Ethan Ray would kick out, but then he would do the unthinkable just when he thought 2.999, and this submission ended the game. What a fight, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, he is a Tenacious Beast! Wait, Tenacious, what are you doing? Tenacious, get off him!
To me. Oh, I despise, 'cause it means destruction of this life. War means tears to thousands of mothers die when their sons go off to fight and lose their lives. I said war.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following match is a firewall free-for-all women's tag team first round matchup. Introducing first, she is Alexis Marie making her PWGP debut. Puppies! Channeling my inner JR, my inner The King, Lawler. Ladies and gentlemen, Alexis Marie Noir has shown up, and it is time for the Firewall Free-For-All Tournament, the Women's Tag Team Opening Round Matchup. We've been hyped to see this tag team make their PWGP debut. Let's go!
We are now into I don't give a fuck.
World premiere, big ass.
I'm the motherfucking president. Motherfucker, hoe in
Introducing next, her partner. She is one half of Pretty Bad Intentions, Elia Dior! And correction there, ladies and gentlemen, this is 1/3, the third member, Kiora, making her PWGP debut later on tonight. But this, Pretty Bad Intentions, making their in-ring debut here at prestigious Wrestling Grand Prix. And now here's the story. Their opponents, a forced tag team. These women do not get along. These women absolutely hate each other. So it'd be interesting to see how PBI, who absolutely work as a symbiotic unit, compete against this chaotic unity we're about to witness. Ladies and gentlemen, and their opponents. Introducing first, Kimberly Varnado. The Queen has arrived, and she looks to claim her throne, arriving in absolute flair, in absolute style. The Queen, the fatal attraction, dropping millions on the fans, millions on pyro, and whoa, oh, wait, that's puppies. But these may be the greatest set of puppies on the roster. Ladies and gentlemen, this is prestigious Wrestling Grand Prix. What a match we are about to witness. Oh my! The Queen, Kimberly Varnado, like we said, hates, absolutely despises her partner. But this match was booked at random. So the random draw, could you think of it? Hellacious partners versus a symbiotic unit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be an epic match. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing her partner, also making her prestigious Wrestling Grand Prix debut. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Her name is Joyce Varnado. Ladies and gentlemen, Joyce Varnado has arrived. Big Kim says not the little sheesh. Kimmy, Sky Key Kim Welcome to the live stream, ladies and gentlemen. These two women driving billions. The winner, Marcus Maloney, has opinions here in the live. Wait a second. Is this my boy Munch? Could it be? Ladies and gentlemen, millions being dropped. And yet here, live, fans have their opinions. But nonetheless, this is the first time ever matchup here at the prestigious Wrestling Grand Prix. These four women competing in the opening round matchup for the Firewall tournament. Here we go. Colorable tie-up, Irish whip to the corner. Right away. Nope. Try to go for a teammate, but eating an elbow. What is the strategy here now? Oh, Funkazaro cover. One. Kick out. Right away. More like a Michinoku driver there, actually. Look at this athleticism. Double knees up. The springboard moonsault. Kimberly saw it coming. Countered that. Creating space here now. Both women. Ooh. Big elbow. Alexis Marie in control. Alexis. Oh, innovation at its finest. So far, PBI, Alexis Marie Noir has been controlling the queen, Kimberly. First tag made to the top. Analia is going to soar, the powerhouse of the team, with that big double shoulder tackle. Now in the corner, the queen is in trouble. She gets out of the way. Analia now in trouble. Kimberly going for a Russian leg sweep. Now mounts her big right hands. Analia's hurt. Analia may need here to get out of here. She is the bigger woman, but Kimberly is extremely talented, as lethal as it gets here as she makes a tag to Joyce. Joyce also lethal. And we said it earlier, you have to wonder, how well will these teams work together? So far, so good. So far, this, sit out STO. Collar elbow, and here comes the powerhouse. Analia now making a tag. Double axe handle. Ladies and gentlemen, big kick. Armbar. Alexis Marie trying to slow things down now. As you can see here, wait a second. Joyce back in control. Joyce! Shades of Booker T with that spinning heel kick. And now she flies like Rey Mysterio. Springboard moonsault cover. 1, 2, kick out. Marie staying alive. And Marcus is going for Big Kim. But no, Luthez press. Shades of Stone Cold. Joyce Fornado opening a full can of whoop ass. And she got too close to Analia there. Ate her right hand. Didn't affect her too much. Tag made. Here comes the queen. And this team here working well. First time together are the Vernados. He likes Joyce. As we can see here, is a fan here. Oh, big elbow. Queen trying to take control of this. Move this back into Pure Persuasion is what I believe they're called. Even though they're not a real team here. Pure Persuasion. Now Alexis right in front of Joyce. Oh my God. Ooh la la laddie. Ladies and gentlemen. I know exactly what Marcus is talking about. But this match, a huge guillotine. Kimberly may have turned it around. Guillotine to the top. She's gonna fly. She's a Macho Man with a huge elbow. Kimberly now collar elbow tie up. Throwing her right back into the corner. Tag her partner. Joyce back in now. Big right hand. Joyce eats an elbow. Oh, Alexis. Alexis not letting Kimberly get out of there. Electric chair. Oh! Joyce saving her partner, but may have taken damage herself. Both women down. But what a move there to try and save her partner. She did, but she eats a huge bicycle kick. Alexis makes a tag, trying to keep herself fresh. Back in the match, Analia Dior. Dior now. Joyce looking like Finn Balor. Joyce now goes down. And Aaliyah, I'm going to call it Dior. Irish whip, looking to continue to stay fresh. Both of these women, all four of these athletes now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're like me, it's about that time. Cover. 1, 2, kick out by Joyce, who stays alive. If you're anything like me, wait, another cover. Shades of Ric Flair, the dirtiest player in the game. She kicks out again. Joyce is going to eat an inverted DDT as Alexis Marie has been dominant this whole time. Looking for a big move now. What's she going to do? Springboard corkscrew. Missed. Joyce, Luther's press, and she is back in control. If you're anything like me, it's about that time to open an ice cold Modelo. Dior back in the match, countered by Joyce. Joyce tries to go for a clothesline. Dior ducks under, rolling. Dior catches. Back in here, Joyce counters. Collar elbow, back to the back. Both will, oh, big knee to the lower back of Dior. And if there's anything you're going to do to take out the bigger, more powerful fighter, and wait, Joyce trying to build space. Dior, stunning guillotine. Joyce, Kimberly, bulldog. Cover. Ladies and gentlemen, 1, 2, kick out. What a moonsault. That was 3. Some fans here in the arena believe that PBI should have won that match there. But Joyce now dominating the ring, calling her shot, her time. Tags in the Queen. The Queen Kimberly. Glad to have her here. One of the greatest to have ever competed. The Varnados. A very technical family, a family that has been trained in the arts of martial arts. MMA. Trained by the greatest wrestlers you can imagine. Eddie Guerrero, Perry Saturn, the late, great Sabu. Wait, Dior, the powerhouse Beeling the Queen. You thought the Queen there was building a head of steam. Irish whip. The Queen! Oh! Shades of Baron Corbin and Dior. Desperate hot tag. Alexis in here. Springboard. Tornado DDT. Turning the match back around. And the Queen needs to do something big. The Queen moves out of the way. Dior moves out of the way. The Queen caught her. The Queen drops her. Kimberly does something huge. Cover. 1, 2, oh, not even, as Dior breaks up the count. Just when you thought Kimberly had full control, she eats a knee to the jaw. Right to the side of the face, she is down. Ladies and gentlemen, what a night it's been. What a night still to come. Another tag by Pretty Bad Intentions. Counter. Nope. Flying through the sky. Both women beeling her. And now Dior with that spinning elbow. Cover. The Queen may be down. 1, kick out. Not even a 2 count. Goes to show you the durability, the resilience of the Queen, Kimberly Varnado, who's going up for a ride. She's going for a jackhammer. Ladies and gentlemen, jackhammer. Kimberly comes back. Kimberly with an arm drag snapmare. She comes out here. Irish whip to the corner. Needs to make a desperate attack to Joyce. Joyce is ready. This crowd is ready for Joyce. Joyce is in this match. Big uppercut to the shoulders. X Factor. Shades of X-Pac. Let's go. 1. Go. And Alexis Marie breaks up the count. Joyce Varnado. Joyce missed. Dior got out of the way at the very last second. Big kick. Drops her up. Oh my God. What a gut buster. And now Dior in absolute control. Dior setting up Joyce. Joyce in trouble. Joyce has to do something here. Joyce has to fight back as she is. Right hands. Could she break the hold? She breaks the hold to Dior. Dior ducks under. Dior with a big tackle. Dropping Joyce. Once again, each and every time that Pure Persuasion tries to do something, they get stopped right in their tracks. Dior now with this huge shoulder tackle. Ice cold Modelo. Oh! Dropping the anchor in the back of the head of Joyce. Dior now in control. Dior throwing another corner in Dior. This is what I like about PBI. Wait, Dior, she's not tagging out. Big right hand haymaker. Now stomping a mud hole in Joyce. Choking her out. Joyce with a counter. Can Joyce come back? Joyce has to get out of that corner. She's still in trouble. Look at these jabs. Triple jab. 3-piece to the jaw, but not enough to stop Dior. The powerhouse of Pretty Bad Intentions now has Joyce in the top rope. Big trouble. Oh my God. Spanish fly from the second rope. Wow. A fighter the size of Analia Dior able to do such a move. Joyce with a counter. Joyce has to go to tag now. Joyce trying to create space here. Joyce baited her. Joyce got her. Joyce baited her in. Dior in trouble. Luthez press. Joyce Varnado building momentum. Could she make the tag? She will. Here comes the queen. The queen, Kimberly, back in this matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, the first opening round of the women's side of the free-for-all firewall tournament. No, Dior, Boston Crab, no, single leg, got her. Kimberly, so close to the ropes, she cannot tap out. Is she gonna make it? Ladies and gentlemen, this could be it. No, Kimberly gets out. Kimberly survives. Kimberly now needs to do something here. Straight jacket, German suplex. Kimberly making a tag to her partner, Joyce, back in here. And for a team that has never tagged before, the Varnados working excellently with each other. And I mean, that's not to undermine what these two teams have been doing. And look at this onslaught. Joyce may have just tagged in to get obliterated by Analia. Covered by Analia. This has it, she goes. She makes the break. Kimberly breaking up the match, keeping this matchup alive. Collar elbow, no, counter by Joyce. Joyce, bobbing and weaving. No, she got caught. Analia, rolling thunder. No, I'm sorry, Death Valley driver. Up she goes. Joyce in trouble. Will Analia finally make a tag? No, she won't. She wants to continue dominating. Look at this. The crowd. Could this be a mistake? No, it's not. Huge shoulder tackle into the corner. And Joyce finally gets a counter. Able to build some sort of space here. Collar elbow. Irish whip to the corner. And now, finally, is she going to do it? No, she's not making a tag either. She's going to keep her in. Big kick. Trying to now break the foundation of the bigger, stronger woman. But no, she missed. She missed. Wait! Analia! Armbar! Armbar by Joyce! Armbar! Armbar! We've seen on Lethal. This is big. She got it! She got it! She got it! Wow! We have heard about Joyce Varnado's armbar, but we have never seen it. Now we have! As close as Analia Dior was to the ropes, she had no give, no space. It was over. 3 seconds, 5 seconds, too much to allow any more time. That legendary armbar caused the end of an instant classic of a tag team match. Take a look once again. Look at that. In absolute pain. It is over. Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this match, Kimberly and Joyce Varnado! Ladies and gentlemen, this is an impromptu team. What's in the future now?
PWGP has introduced me to a lot of interesting people. Champions, legends, men whose names carried weight before they ever stepped into a room. And then there's Jay Wealth, a man whose name promises everything and whose presence delivers absolutely nothing. Nothing about you is wealthy. Not your resume, not your reputation, not the number of people who knew who the hell you were before you put my name in your mouth. But according to you, you're cutting deals everywhere. You're making moves. You're never really around anymore because apparently business is booming. That's funny, because the first deal anybody remembers you making was trading your dignity for my attention. Then you decided to bring up something that had nothing to do with PWGP. Something between you, me, and my friends. You said we disrespected your fighting style. You said we fight exactly like you. And that it was grinding for us to criticize you for it. That was your little fourth wall jab. You couldn't find anything inside this story strong enough to use against me. So you reached outside of it. You dragged a private argument into a promo and presented it like some great revelation, like exposing some imaginary hypocrisy was finally going to make Jay Wealth interesting. Nobody watching knew what the hell you were talking about. Nobody watching cared. But since you decided to break the fourth wall, Mr. Wealth, let me finish what you started. Because you and I have already fought. Not in some edited clip. Not in some story you could manipulate. Not with a microphone in your hand and enough distance between us to pretend you were dangerous. One-on-one. You and me. And the moment that bell rang, everything you said about yourself disappeared. I beat the shit out of you. I didn't barely survive. I didn't steal the victory. I didn't need some questionable decision. I dogged you. I controlled you like a little bitch. And I made the man who talks about everybody copying his fighting style look like he had never fought a day in his life. And when it was finished, I gave you the usual respect, GG's, but that was it. I wasn't talking shit. I wasn't rubbing it in. I gave you the same respect I would give anybody after a fight. And what did you do? You started apologizing, telling me that wasn't really how you fought, telling me that wasn't you, trying to explain why the man I had just destroyed was somehow not the real Jay Wealth. Jay, I know that wasn't you, because when you stand across from me, you don't get to be yourself. I take that from you. The confidence disappears, the plan disappears, the man you advertised disappears, and what remains is somebody desperately trying to explain why the version of himself he promised everybody never arrived. You called it an off performance. You said that wasn't really how you fought, but that wasn't you fighting differently. That was you finally fighting somebody who made your way of fighting irrelevant. You didn't apologize because you respected me. You apologized because even you were embarrassed by what I turned you into. So don't lecture me about fighting styles. Fight clean, fight grimy, fight however the fuck you want. Bring every version of Jay Wealth you have ever invented. It does not matter, Because while you're explaining how you fight, I'm showing people why it does not work against me. While you're out there cutting deals, I'm cutting through people. And while you're trying to convince PWGP that you're somebody worth remembering, I'm the reason anybody paused long enough to hear your name. You didn't call me out because you believed you could beat me. You called me out because losing to Ragnar Knight still brings more attention than winning as Jay Wealth. Then you called for Ragnar or the Ripper, whatever version of my name you thought would make your sound important beside it. For one brief moment, people who had never searched for Jay Wealth finally heard your voice. Not because of what you accomplished, not because of who you defeated, because you said my name. That was the richest moment of your career, and you spent every last cent of it on me. But here's the problem with buying attention using another man's name. Eventually, the bill comes due. And you know what happens when I come to collect, right? You stood in front of that camera and sold PWGP a version of yourself that sounded dangerous. But the last time we stood across from each other, I beat you so badly. You apologized for the man you pretended to be. And now you want PWGP to believe you're coming for me. Please. You're not coming for the Ripper. You're returning to the scene of your own embarrassment, hoping a second beating somehow makes the first one look accidental. So go ahead. Bring your deals. Fight however the hell you want. Bring every excuse you forgot to prepare the first time. But when that bell rings again, do not apologize. Do not tell me that wasn't the real you. Do not explain how you normally fight. Because the next time I beat you, I want you to understand something. The real you showed up. The real you tried. The real you gave everything he had. And the real you still wasn't good enough. You keep trying to become somebody. I'm about to become the last thing people think about every time they hear your name. Because that's what I do. I don't bury careers. I expose them. And after me, you won't have another version of yourself left to blame.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an episode we have witnessed so far. We'll be back. Give us a 10-minute break. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the action here. This is another women's divisions match, but this one is for the prestigious Wrestling Grand Prix Digital Destiny Tournament. Let's take it to the ringside caller. Ladies and gentlemen, the following matchup is a women's Digital Destiny Tournament Round 1 matchup. Introducing first, she is Olivia Blackwell. Ooh, wow. Okay, that's a great way to come back. Not really, but nonetheless, Olivia, an incredible performer, making her prestigious Wrestling Grand Prix debut here live. We're excited to have everyone here who's tuned in. We're back from that previous intermission. But now, this is going to be a hell of a matchup. Let's see what Olivia can do here against this opponent. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing her opponent. She is 1/3 of PBI, Kiora Moon. Let's go. Kiora Moon, making a prestigious Wrestling Grand Prix debut, and this is a fighter that I am personally excited for. Personally, I must say so myself. The hype around Kiora is real. And now, we're going to find out just how good she is. We've heard from her. We've heard her promos. We've seen it. We've read them. We've also seen that she's sort of an enigma. A wild card. Look at this. Almost like a Harley Quinn type of character, but maniacal. There is a show on Netflix that it reminds me, can't remember of the character right now, of this menace. But here we go. Ding, ding, ding. The bell is rung, and oh wow. They're walking each other down. Handshake. Kiora playing the mind games. Oh! Both women miss. Big kicks. This is what tonight has been about. All about. Tonight has been all about these women coming in. All these superstars, these fighters, these gladiators coming in and putting in the work. These matches have been insane. All of these guys have put in the work to make a performance here tonight. To make their time, their minutes count. And they're doing it. They're doing a hell of a job at it. What the hell? What the hell are we witnessing? Ladies and gentlemen, today marks the day. Wait, today marks the day. R.I.P. to one of the GOATs. If you know, super cutter by Olivia. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, today marks the day that one of the GOATs passed away a few years ago. R.I.P. to the Firefly leader, to the leader of the Funhouse, to the Fiend, to Bray Wyatt. Back to the action here now. As I'm actually being told here that Kiora tributes this match to the late great Bray. As right now she's eating a stink face by Blackwell. And I know plenty of people who would love to eat one of those. This match here. Wait, Olivia, the powerhouse. But Kara Moon with huge elbows. Springboard. She's looking for something here. And she scores! Shades of Rey Mysterio. This fighter, this enigma all over the place. Blackwell. Oh, the size and the ability of this superstar to do what she does. Surprising us here tonight. Dropping her with a DDT. Cover. 1, 2. Kick out by Moon. Moon staying in this fight here. What a battle, ladies and gentlemen. What a night it's been. I want to thank everyone who's tuned in, everyone who's dropped a comment. It means a lot to everyone here in production. Wait, roll over, cover! 1, no, not even. Kick out by Blackwell. And Blackwell has not received any amount of damage so far this matchup until now. Here we go. Yeah, definitely, but I had to throw it out there. Had to throw it out there, Munch. Joyce Varnado missed her fade. A hell of a fade it was. But now you're watching these two women put on a match. 1, 2, and a kick out by Blackwell. And you can see, once Moon was building that comeback, as you can see, Moon headed to the top. Moon is going to make a statement. Moon, double knees, missed. Blackwell got out of the way. She took too much time. Irish whip here to the corner. Moon moves out of the way of that double knee. That trick shot may have been everything she needed. Blackwell, that is, to end this match. Now Moon in control. No, Blackwell counters. Blackwell goes under. Blackwell leapfrogs. Blackwell goes for a big boot. Moon counters. Moon with an onslaught now. Moon hooking the arms. Big knee to the jaw. Are you not entertained? Cover. 1, 2. Oh, and a kick out by Blackwell. What a fight, ladies and gentlemen. Moon now again playing more mind games. More mind games as it continues. Look at this. Look at this. Blackwell just sitting there. Blackwell hasn't moved a muscle. In shock. Now she's stirring. Up she goes. The kiss to the forehead. Sister Abigail scores. No cover there by Moon. Moon instead continuing the all-star suplex. Mounting her. Reversal. Collar elbow tie up. Okay, here she goes. Scooping her up. What's she gonna do? Dropping her. Dropping her. Dead center of the ring. Moon is now calling to the people. The people have arrived. Blackwell says, oh shit, what a move. Pardon my French. Look at Moon fly. Off the top rope, ladies and gentlemen. This is another submission locked in. We've seen what this does. Blackwell in trouble. Will Blackwell tap? Ladies and gentlemen, she's gone. What a matchup. Another banger. Ended prematurely by I'm going to take that back. Not prematurely. A hellacious maneuver. Again, one that we've never seen here before. But we've heard of. We've heard of Moon's ability to get into the head of her opponents. And then out of nowhere, surprise them with her technicality, with her striking ability that we saw here tonight. Her Muay Thai training and her Jiu-Jitsu training. Look at this. Look at this armbar with the knee to the back of the head. Straight jacket to the left arm. It was all she wrote. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, Kiora Moon! What a fight! Advancing to round 2, Kiora. Ladies and gentlemen, still to come, J1 makes his prestigious wrestling Grand Prix debut versus Colt the Bull, who we know is a fast-hitting scorpion. This man stings, and then Xavier Cross makes his prestigious wrestling Grand Prix debut against Donnie Sabin. The Sky Riot Saint returns tonight, ladies and gentlemen. What condition will he be in? What will the superstar do? Still to come, ladies and gentlemen. Luna Love is in the ring against Joyce Fernando, who is pulling double duty here tonight. That's right. Could we see another victim to the armbar? But coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, it'll be J1 Colt the Bull will lock horns. Who's gonna come out on top? This match is interesting. Chat shit, get hit. We're gonna find out. It's gonna be epic. Coming up next.
It ain't nothing but a heartbreak. Second only to the Undertaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following match is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the Digital Destiny Tournament Round 1 opening matchup. Introducing first, Colt the Bolt! Ladies and gentlemen, a fan favorite is back in the ring. Colt the Bolt is here. What a match is going to be against the debuting J1. Both of these men matching styles, but J1 a little bit more of a, I would say, a technician. This man also, he is also a technician. Very skilled. Trained by the likes of X-Pac, Bret Hart, Jake Gendrick, if you remember that. It's going to be a fast match. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing his opponent, making his prestigious wrestling Grand Prix debut, he is simply known as the Hybrid J1! Wow! When you talk about aura, you gotta tell everyone. Holy crap! I'm sorry. I think that theme is awesome. Tell everyone, the Hybrid has arrived in the Grand Prix. J1 is here, and Colt the Bolt right now looks like he's just seen a ghost. We are excited to see this excellent matchup about to go down. Tell everyone
that we solid. Tell everyone that we make it. Tell everyone that this bond we got, it mean a lot to us and it's sacred. Understand
okay.
Me, I'm so quick they can never really catch me on a
aura personified.
Like I was candy, man.
J1 is here.
People were thinking about to beat us nigga. To the fights with stripes like Adidas stress. They need us dead, but we got to see upgrade. Tell them we the coldest. So what you gonna hold it? I sing a lot and everybody knows it, but we not about to blow it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will hear from J1 a little bit later on tonight as well. We're promised. But here we go. Let's see, what can he do in the ring? Can he perform? Standing across from him is a hell of an athlete. Oh, both men shoot right for the fences. Wait, J1! Holy mamma mia! Big knees. A huge straitjacket. He may have to ground Colt the Bolt because Colt the Bolt Is it going to stay down? Cultable is fast. Cultable is furious. But he is overpowered and overwhelmed right now. J1 furious out the start. Cultable, look at this kid. Action for more. Yeah, J1 giving it right to him. There he goes. Back and forth. Seesaw action. This crowd has not sat down since the bell is rung. Since before the bell is rung. Both men with epic entrances. Both men now with huge hype behind them. Oh, big sling blade. Can he perform is the question. You're absolutely correct, Munch. Can he perform? So far, it has been 50-50. Oh, what a suplex. That huge exploder. Cultable, slow to get up, eats a straight jacket knee, another one, a second one. And this is what I was trying to say. We've heard that. Oh, back to right to it. And again, another counter, big elbow, forearm to the back as well, to the corner. Aggression. We've heard how aggressive J1 is. But we know how good and how smart Cultable is. We know that this man ain't sitting down for nobody. We know that this man could pull out at any given second and hit you with a huge move, just like he just ate that clothesline from J1. J1, we've heard of him, he's a bruiser. He's physical as it gets. Cover after that spine buster. 1, 2, kick up by Bolt. Gotta get another cold one here, ladies and gentlemen. What are they doing out to the outside? Next Modelo popping right open here during this excellent matchup here as he eats another power slam on the outside as this match now. The ref's still counting. And I think they're ignoring the referee at this point. I don't think they give a damn what the ref has to say. The ref has not stopped counting. What a clothesline. 4 count by the ref. Oh, package suplex. Package brain buster at that. Straight jacket knee for the 4th time this matchup. 6 count the referee. J1 is beating the hell out of Colt. Colt needs to, oh, and he eats a big foot. Ladies and gentlemen, J1 to the top, but J1 is beating the hell out of Colt on the outside. The ref made it to a 7 count. He made it back in the ring. J1! What a huge European uppercut from the top rope. Into the corner, another uppercut. And now the power game. Wait! Guillotine! Guillotine! Guillotine knocked in! Out of nowhere! Called the ball! Called the ball, taps out! What did we just see? Ladies and gentlemen, could this have been the biggest update of the night? A huge debut victory on one side, and on the other side, a huge upset victory. Take a look at the pressure. J1 takes the victory. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, he is only known as the Hybrid J1. J1 just pulled the biggest upset of the night.
Well, to the surprise of absolutely no one, Michael Mayhem Matthews goes 3-0, Trace and 0, and now finds himself 1 win away from becoming the PWGP Undisputed Champion. However, it's time to address the elephant in the room. This win doesn't come without controversy. Corey Blake What happened out there, bud? What, did that trash can cause your brain to stop working? Because it seems to me like you forgot to kick out. Whether it was that or the fact you couldn't handle the massive ass kicking I gave you before the bell rang, the result stays the same. But don't worry, once I become Undisputed Champion, I have no problem running it back with you and erasing all doubt, if there is any, that I can beat you without your brain turning into mush like when you find the good edibles that the dealer had hiding in his back pocket. But that is an issue for later, for the future. The issue right now, in the present, is Cyber Sunday. But let's be honest, there really is no need for a match to happen at all at Cyber Sunday. What I mean by that is, who the hell can I even face? Who is even on my level right now? I'm undefeated. I'm 3-0. I am the second #1, numero uno ranked fighter in this company. The only #1, numero uno ranked male fighter in this company. Who can even stand up to me at this rate? Colt the Bolt? Donnie Saban? Eric Blackwell? As long as the boss has a raging hate boner for old Eric, it's going to be a long time until he finds himself in the main event scene at all. After all the names I just mentioned, I think the only logical solution here is to just hand me the Undisputed Championship. But where's the fun in that? I mean, come on. No. I'll be a good little duber and see how things play out over the next few weeks. I'll see who's able to earn their spot at Cyber Sunday, just like I did. But make no mistake about it. No matter who it is, the result will stay the same, with the promise I made being fulfilled. And me, Michael Mayhem Matthews, leaving Cyber Sunday as the brand new, undisputed champion.
Michael Mayhem Matthews qualified for the main event of Cyber Sunday's PWGP Undisputed Championship match. But now, back to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, the following match is a women's Digital Destiny Tournament Round 1 opening matchup. Introducing first, she is Dangerously Luna Love has arrived back in the ring. Earlier I mentioned inspirations. You can definitely see that the Dangerous Queen, Luna Love, where her inspirations come from. Gotta love a superstar who is able to put it all on the line each and every time she steps into the ring. A champion elsewhere. Here, she's looking to make her mark. Looking to move up in the rankings. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing her opponent. She is pulling double duty. Joyce Varnado back in the ring, pulling double duty. Ladies and gentlemen, I know the fans are loving this. Millions and millions of dollars dropping for everybody. It goes down. Shout out to Doc, myself, the announcer. Able to pull on those pipes, ladies and gentlemen. Joyce Varnado is back in the ring. And earlier tonight, we saw how dangerous her armbar is. That has to be the story right now. Her armbar. Will that armbar be something here? Or will Luna, already seeing it earlier on tonight, be able to have developed some sort of counter by now? Here we go. Bell is rung. Collar elbow tie up. You have to wonder the condition though. After a hellacious tag team match, will Joyce beat any shape and form? Right, rolled up, right away, kick out. Not even a 1 count. There you go. The smart thing about Luna Love, going right after her. Springboard stunner, cover again. Go right after her, Luna. 1, 2, no, kick out. Ladies and gentlemen, wait, Joyce, Lutez press, and look at this. This is the spark, the fire, the spunk that you need to be a fighter here. Oh, springboard moonsault missed. She has to be careful though. She just went through a hellacious tag team match. Now a bear hug. Smart by Luna. Rolling her up again. 1. And there she goes. Wait, it's not over. Counter. 1. Oh, it's not over. Let's go. Let's go. 1. No, kick out. These women are going at it. Luna Love knows that Joyce is tired. She is fatigued. She just went through a hellacious tag team match earlier on tonight. She has to shoot all the shots she can get to get that cover. And she has. Putting on all the pressure. Sling blade. Joyce now in control. Moonsault off the second rope. Eat some knees. Also, you have to admire the fact that Joyce is still taking all these risks. Still putting out at everything she can do. Not holding anything back. Looking to score as big as she can as her arm goes down. Mirroring her own move. Maybe Luna looking to target that arm. If Joyce doesn't have the arm strength to lock the arm bar, will she be able to do it? Luna! Bang! She scores! Baseball slide, clothesline into the corner. Second rope, springboard moonsault. Luna Love scores! The Dangerous Queen! Look at this! Right in the face of Joyce! Luna Love taking full advantage and trying to go for a full backdrop! No! Missed! Joyce got her! Snake eyes into the corner! Joyce needs to keep this slow, keep this pace where she can handle and not expend too much energy. But no, countered by Luna. Then again as well, what does she do? Do you leave your opponent on the ground long enough so that you can recover? Or do you keep the pressure on like she is doing now? Lutez press. Joyce keeps the pressure on Luna. Luna at the same time, not looking to hold anything back. Looking to stop her. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, dropped again with another armbar. Joyce, wait, Joyce! Joyce is looking for it! Joyce got it! Joyce got it locked in, and Luna scouted! Got to the ropes, had to break it. Joyce now looking to set something up. Oh! Trying to go for the Trouble in Paradise, missed! Luna countered into the corner now. The Dangerous Queen had the armbar scouted. Body slam, cover! Another cover! 1! Oh, and another kick out by Joyce. Luna Love is smart right now. Pledge, oh, wait, what's she doing? Oh! Luna Love went for everything. She missed. Counter. Joyce. Roll up cover. 1, 2. Kick out. Joyce. Inside springboard. Hurricane Rana. Wait, no. Counter there at the stoppage. Joyce Varnado. Luna Love. Round 1. Drop kick to the outside goes Joyce. And now Luna Love is picking up all the momentum she may need. And smart now. Smart. Going right to the outside. Standing moonsault. Not giving Joyce any moment to breathe. She has to stay on the offense. Do not let Joyce come back. Do not let Joyce recover. Joyce building space. Heading back into the inside. Luna Love ducking under. Luna Love counters. Luna Love has Joyce up on her shoulders. Joyce fighting back, elbows after elbows. Joyce now, armbar again! Armbar, this time locked in. Will Luna Love make it to the ropes? Will she tap? Joyce wrenching. We're all that it's over. It is over. For the second time tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, take another look. Springboard stunner. Luna Love did everything right. Everything right. She had the armbar scouted once, but that second time was just too much and in the right place for Joyce Varnado to pick up her second victory on the same night. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, Joyce Varnado! Joyce Varnado picking up her second victory here tonight. And a hell of a performance. The lethal armbar does it again.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. He is back. Ladies and gentlemen, the following match is a Digital Destiny Men's Tournament matchup. Introducing first, he is the Sky Riot Saint, Donnie Donnie Sabin is back, rocking a brand new style. Brand new form. Here we go. Mr. Meach, live. Ladies and gentlemen, he is here. Tack, shout out to his performance here tonight and coming in to tune in live. Marcus Maloney doing his thing there in the chat group. On the live chat. I ain't gonna lie. We ain't breaking. Sorry, it happened. Here we go. Donnie Sabin back in a PWGP ring. And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to keep up with wins, losses, records, bios, go to PrestigiousWrestlingGP.com. Sign up now as a fan. Introducing next, making his Prestigious Wrestling Grand Prix debut, Xavier Cross! Xavier Cross making his Prestigious Wrestling Grand Prix debut, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, he's coming in with a chair. Holy shit. This is getting a little intense here, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, put that chair down. Xavier Cross is here, ladies and gentlemen. He has arrived. Shout out to everyone who's tuned in here to watch episode 96, the road to episode 100, Cyber Sunday, the culmination of all of these opening round matches. A bracket, B bracket will open between episode 96 and 97. 98 and 99 will feature the second round and the third round with the final championship matches, culminating at episode 100 Cyber Sunday, where the match stipulations will be voted on by you, the fans, the live viewers on Instagram, Discord, and on the PWGP website. Here we go! Oh, Donnie Saban with a big boot! Bicycle boot! And now these kicks to the back of the kidney, to the jaw. Donnie Saban is not gonna sit by idly and just say, ha, what, Donnie Saban, what half of stellar excellence we will see on episode 97, competing in the Tag Team Firewall Free-For-All Tournament, and a super cutter by Cross. Collar elbow. A little bit of chain wrestling going on here. Managers. No managers here. The only manager here, the super smooth chairman, making his return soon. The Merc with the Mike Lupo. The GM, the new GM, possibly. Negotiations ongoing as we're witnessing a hell of a match, chain wrestling at his best in the ring. Oh, interesting. One, nope. Kick out by Saban. And the power game now. Rushing in the corner. Disrespect with that slap. Into the turnbuckle. Up he goes. Super kick. One more. Oh! Coup de grace. Standing moonsault. And Donnie Saban. Look at this moment. Shout out to the veteran. Knowing exactly what to do with a Poison Rana. Springboard edition. Headed back to the top. The Sky Riot Saint is causing a riot as he flies through the sky. Xavier Cross with a counter. Xavier Cross now trying to slow this man down. To ground his opponent. If he grounds Saban, maybe he has a chance. But if he lets the Sky Riot Saint fly, it's going to be a problem. This is wait, cover. 1, 2, kick out. Ladies and gentlemen, and remember, if you want to appear live here on commentary, all you got to do is call in. Oh, and a brain buster. Call in on my Discord. Call in on my Instagram. Call in on my actual phone number. Wait, he got him. Got a big kick to the head. Cover. Donnie, 1, 2, 3. Donnie Saban. With a hell of a victory. Holy cow. Oh, wait a second. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm being told here. What? Wait, the lights have gone out. The lights have gone out. What the hell? We're back. Are we back? Are we back? Donnie Saban with the victory, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, Donnie, the Sky Riot Saint, Saban! What a fight! Donnie Saban, the Sky Riot Saint, advances to round 2. What a Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting a call in here live. We're going on backstage.
Tenacious Beast. Somebody I've been wanting to have an encounter with for a good while. Well, if you don't know who I am, my name is Evil Way Ethan Ray, member of Country and Chaos. And brother, here's the thing. I kick your ass, country boy style. And look, dude, I'm respecting the world for you, but that middleweight championship is mine. And I'm a little sorry about your damn Evil Way out. Also, make sure you check out Prestigious Wrestling YouTube channel, like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you also check out our merch and see what you want.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here ringside, and the action will continue. Wait a second. This is tag team action. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, the following match is a firewall free-for-all tournament matchup. Introducing first the team of Mortos and Toros and Pacto Salvaje. Ladies and gentlemen, making their tag team debut here at Prestigious Wrestling Grand Prix, signed by the chairman himself, Mortos and Toros and Pacto Salvaje. But I have something to say here. We have someone on the line, ladies and gentlemen. Tell us who you are. You are live. Can you hear us live? Hello.
It is an honor. Oh my goodness, I would have never thought I would have had this opportunity. I am so entertained.
Wait. Ladies and gentlemen, wait, stand by for 1 second here. Wait! There's no way! I heard rumors!
Let's get it.
I heard rumors, but I did not expect them to be true! The legendary tag team is back! There is no way! LFU, Chris Bell are back! Ladies and gentlemen, they are making the Prestigious Wrestling Grand Prix return! The legendary duo of Chris Bell and Lane Fitzgerald! They are Texas Hold'em! What a moment you have just been witness to live making their return here, Munch. Tell us, you have called in a hell of a moment. You were saying...
Listen, Mr. Commentator, I am just so appreciative for this moment. This is a very great event. These guys are showing out. The ladies did their things. The guys are showing their guts. I want to see more, and I feel like I'm going to see more. Matter of fact, tell me what else you got for these guys. What do you know about these guys?
Right now in the ring, one of the greatest tag teams who have ever performed in Prestigious Wrestling Grand Prix, former tag team champions 2 times, Lane Fitzgerald, Chris Bell making their debut. But at the same time, right now, we've never seen what Mortos and Toros have to bring. These 2 men just signed by the OGC, the original chairman of PWGP, the Super Smooth One Tiger Thunderbolt. So tonight, this is a hell of a matchup.
And I am excited for that. I think these guys have something to show. They They're fresh into the league. They have something to prove. I think they have something to prove, and they're going to show it tonight. Let me see. What do you think?
I have to agree with you. And now the thing is here, the question comes to be, who is the pressure on? Is the pressure on these two animals? Or is the pressure on the former tag team champions, Lane Fist Ertz, Chris Bell, Texas Hold'em? Who has the pressure here? Is it the Young Guns signed by the chairman? Cover! 1, 2! Kick out by Bell! Staying in this fight.
I know what it looks like, but I truly think the guys that are seasoned, the people that have been in this league for a fight or two or longer than that, they have the pressure on them. They have things to prove. They are the gatekeepers. Don't let these guys come into the league and do what they think they can do. I want pressure.
Pressure. Well, pressure is what this is about. You have a team as legendary as Texas Hold'em taking it to these two monsters making their debut here, and the pressure is on both teams, to be honest here. You have signed personally by the chairman is El Pacto Salvaje. You have the returning. These men have not been here on a PWGP episode for about 50 episodes. It's been 2 years since we've seen Texas Hold'em in a PWGP ring.
Mr. Commentator, you are cooking. These guys have something to prove and they have nothing to lose. I think, there's no space in this room. These guys are giants. I don't know what, this ref is in danger. I don't know what's going on right now there outside of the ring. This is nasty work.
If you want to call me something, everyone here calls me Doc. I am Dr. Howie's Done, the voice of Prestigious Wrestling Grand Prix.
Well, let me get this clear. Dr. Howard's done.
Absolutely, sir. I am Doc. This ring right here, what you see, it isn't just a ring. It is an operating table, and I am the surgeon.
Yeah, I hear it. I see it. I see it. These guys are out here leaking you out here, repairing you out here, telling it how it is. They got to take it out. I hope they're listening.
Well, right now, locking horns. Texas Hold'em putting out all the stops. These men have something to prove. They are former tag team champions. And remember, this is an opening round matchup in the Fire All Free For All tournament for the tag team champions that will culminate at episode 100. Cyber Sunday. It goes down. Each and every championship, each and every match you've seen tonight is an opening round matchup to these tournaments that will culminate on episode 100, the milestone at Cyber Sunday, where the fans will have the opportunity to vote for the stipulation they want to see as he hits a huge DDT on the apron. Are you aware of the hardest part of the ring? It is the apron.
Yeah, I'm aware. That don't feel too good.
Absolutely. Power slam. Wait. Whoa! A huge dominator by Bell. Bell, the bigger man here. And now, Munch, we will have to get back to you at some other time here. Thank you for calling in. It's been a pleasure here. Enjoy the rest of the show.
And by the way, I'm getting stronger and stronger.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you there. The fans have the opportunity to call in here as we see Texas Hold'em going at it against these monsters, Toros and Mortos. What a fight we have on store for us tonight. And still to come, ladies and gentlemen, more tag team action. Another one here. And this is a matchup here where all four of these men are monsters. They are huge. The legacy behind Texas Hold'em. One of the greatest tag teams to ever appear here at Prestigious Wrestling Grand Prix. Former multiple-time tag team champions. These fighters, wait, both men down! Center of the ring! Bell rolling in for a cover! He's there! 1, 2! Oh, I thought that former champs were moving on. What a fight. Tag made. Here comes LFU. Big clothesline in the corner. Cover. Mordo's in trouble. 1, 2, no. And he kicks out right before the 2 count. But Mordo's needing to make a cover. In huge jeopardy. LFU, the former tag champ. A legend. From the top. Drop kick. Ladies and gentlemen, what an episode. Both men making a tag. These 2 fresher men. Toro's ducking under. Toro's throwing him. Countered by Bell. Bell! Both men crashing into each other. You can feel the testosterone in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Cover. 1. Guns and a break up there. The masculinity in the ring right now between these 4 monsters. The pressure. We heard it. Oh, wait. Could this be? German into a clothesline. 1, 2. The Bear showing his authority. That's why Chris Bell is called the Bear, ladies and gentlemen. His power. But Toro, not a lightweight either. Not someone who just go and just gonna lean over. He's gonna fight his ass off. What a battle. Kick to the midsection. Taurus. Neck figure. No! Wait a second. The Bear. I think his nose. His nose may be broken after that jawbreaker. That twisted maneuver right into the center of the ring. Mordo's now back in. Goes for a splash. Bell gets out of the way. Bell needs to make a tag because he is leaking. What are they going to do here? No tag to LFU. No tag required. Ladies and gentlemen, Texas Hold'em is back. El Pacto Salvaje means the Savage Pact. Oh, what a power slam into a gut-wrenching backbreaker by Mordos, who's going to make a tag to Torres. And I need to get another cold one, ladies and gentlemen. What a fight! Oh! What? Chris Bell may have landed the changing maneuver he needed to turn this match around! Taurus, no! The tag, he gets LFU, and he mounts him. Relentless assault. Taurus, wrenching him up. Oh! Set out pedigree. Cover. 1, 2, go! And he calls that the Horns of Fury. You hear the fans. You gotta love it. That is what PWGP is all about. The fans. Making every story count. Every moment count. The fans here are standing. Tag team wrestling at its finest. What a night! 3D! 3D by the legendary duo! Ladies and gentlemen, I am living in nostalgia right now. I am living back in 2023, 2024, when this team was elite. Could Texas Hold'em make their way back to the top of the mountain? Right now, Mordos is wrenching at his arm. He is destroying them. Both teams going back and forth. To the corner. Bell building a head of steam. Avalanche clothesline. Elbow. Throwing him out of the corner. Picking him up. Collar elbow. Up he goes. Countered by Mordos to the calf. Knocking down the Bear. The Bear counters that right hand. The Bear stayed alive. This crowd behind Texas Hold'em, the legendary duo, are back. each and every time this duo makes a return. Wait! Go! After that tag, Mordo stopping the momentum, or at least trying to. This crowd slightly slowing down a little bit here, but still all over. There it is! You can hear the spike each and every time Texas Hold'em strikes back. LFU taking a big risk here. He knows that his team is down, taking this match to the outside, doing heavy damage to Mortos is his only way to victory. You have to build a path to victory throughout your... Whoa! Claymore! Ladies and gentlemen, he's making Morto sleep. LFU, he's going to the top. LFU, frog splash! Holy shit! Mamma mia! Everything you own! A slap by Mortos. Huge disrespect. The Beast not staying down for long. He is at the top. He is stalking his prey. DJ changing his mind. LFU saw it coming. LFU with a counter. LFU with a cover. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Ladies and gentlemen, what a match.
Let's get it.
Mordos needed desperately to make a tag. LFU had a plan and he executed it. Do the damage. Make the game. And it worked out. Take another look. We thought that El Paso Salvaje may have been the team. But Chris Bell, the Iron Bear, LFU, the legendary duo Texas Hold'em survived this. Boom! The hellacious horns to kick out, surviving till the very end. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this match and advancing, Chris Bell, Leifus Ertz, Texas Hold'em! What a brawl! What a match!
I don't follow the rules, I drink 'em.
Print on the welcome mat, Bible open dust on that. Mama prays I'll turn around. I just laugh and burn this town. Halo hanging from my rear view, crack like the lies they fed you.
Drink the evil way, but be safe. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here with more women's match action. Ladies and gentlemen, the following match is a women's Digital Destiny Tournament match. Introducing first, Ashlyn Roses. Ashlyn Roses is here in prestigious wrestling Grand Prix. Ladies and gentlemen, what a night has it been. I believe this is the penultimate matchup. Maybe not, but we will find out as the night continues, because anything can happen here at PWGP. Who is Ashlyn Rose's opponent here in this opening round matchup? Ashlyn Roses reminds me of almost like a female CM Punk. She gets right into your face. She has a hell of an attitude. Some may not like her backstage, but to be honest, I think her attitude is backed up in the ring. We're gonna find out as she makes her PWGP in-ring debut. And her opponent, making her prestigious wrestling Grand Prix return, Victoria Violet! Ladies and gentlemen, the last time we saw Victoria Violet, she was over 200 pounds. A former women's champion. Actually, correction. When she debuted, she was over 200 pounds. When she won the prestigious Wrestling Grand Prix Divas Championship back in 2004, she weighed about $180. Now, she is a solid fit 140. She is power personified. Whoa, Ashley says she doesn't give a damn. Ashley with a big kick. Oh, she hits a huge elbow. Head snapping right against that mat. Ladies and gentlemen. Cover one. No. Cover one. No. Reversal one. Another counter. Clothesline taking her down. Ladies and gentlemen, springboard moonsault. Big super kick. What a battle already to start on a historic night. Wait, I'm being told anything goes. Anything goes, ladies and gentlemen. Anything goes. Kid, don't stick my Violet. Big right hand. Anything goes in this confrontation. Dropping her face first to the mat. Victoria Violet. Ashlyn Roses. Dropping two huge forearms. Haymakers. Wait, what's she doing? What the hell is she doing? Oh! Holy crap! A consecutive set of headbutts. Moonsault. Victoria now. Capitalizing on those misses, on those mistakes by Ashlyn, who's taken, liberties, per se. Liberties here that now she's paying for as Victoria gets countered. Victoria eats a super kick. Ladies and gentlemen, what a night it has been. Still to come. The main event. Tag team action. Uh-oh. Big uppercut. Off the top, poison roundup. What a fight. First round matchup. Each and every fighter has pulled out all the stops all night, ladies and gentlemen, looking to make a statement, looking to make themselves immortal. Oh! Ashlyn Roses calling in her inner Hulk. Ashlyn Roses. Uh-oh, Victoria. What is she going to do? Victoria has to do something here. Big counter with a forearm back into the ring. Counter elbow. Ashlyn in control. Ashlyn hoist. Snake eyes. Cover. One. Oh. We know about the history of Victoria Violet's neck. That cost her years and years of her career. Back into the ring now. With a chance for the opportunity to become a champion once again. But she has to face someone like Ashlyn Roses, who is no pushover. Ashlyn Roses, since debuting on the scene, has definitely built a name for herself. Now, can she do it here? Can she do it inside a PWGP ring? Can't win the match outside the ring. Victoria Violet doesn't give a damn. We know she's a history of violence. We know that she has a history of not giving two damns about authority. This match takes place outside the ring now. Victoria has Ashley. Ashley counters. Ducks under. Ashley tilt-a-whirl. Oh, stunner! Could that buy her the time, the moment, the space to come back? Trying to take Victoria, take her back into the ring. She needs to go for a cover. She needs to end this matchup. She is the cover. 1, 2, kick out. Too much time. Way too much time. Wait, okay. Crossface. Shades of the Crippler. The former world champion. Then she taps out. Ladies and gentlemen, another huge upset. To some, to others, an expected victory by Ashlyn Roses. What a fight! It went by quick, like a breeze. Ashlyn Roses making quick work of Victoria Violet, who I think has to go back to the drawing board. Maybe, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, Ashlyn Roses! What a fight. What a performance. Very good.
Rodney Merciless, the next chapter begins.
After this, Harley, promise I'm gonna take you out. Okay? Promise. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the main event of the evening. Women's tag team action. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first the team known as the Overwhelming Aura. The Overwhelming Aura making their PWGP debuts here tonight live. It's going to be a hell of a match up here in the main event. Everyone can hear me, which is perfect because we are live. Unless they can hear me beforehand. I forgot to mute the mic. But that's fine. No one was here. But we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Back in it. Aura in this powerhouse of a female, of a human being. Look at the size of the powerhouse. Introducing next, their opponent. The team of Rain Carter and Violet Dallas. The Baddie Collective! Ladies and gentlemen, pulling double duty. Also, Victoria Dallas, Violet Dallas. Holy Christ. So you can tell, we've been doing this for a long time tonight. Fatigue is setting in here. But nonetheless, the energy at an all-time high. Popped open another ice-cold Modelo for the mood, for the setting, as these two women, these four superstars, athletes, set to change the game and advance to round 2 of the Firewalls Free-for-All tournament for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Now, the name of the game. What is it? The condition of Violet Dallas, who has competed already earlier on tonight, and we saw what that match took out of both Marissa Saturn and Violet Dallas. Violet Dallas came in strong, hard, beat the holy crap out of Marissa Saturn in the early going. So right now, she may be fatigued. We saw earlier on tonight what happened with Evil Way Ethan Ray, who had competed just weeks ago against Eric Blackwell in a hellacious match. But then again, we saw Joyce Fernando, who also pulled double duty here tonight, and with that vicious armbar, picked up not one, but 2 victories. Could Violet Dallas at least come out of this 1 for 2? And will the Overwhelming Aura be too much for the Baddie Collective? There you go, the fresh fighter. Springboard to kick out by Dallas, who stays alive in this fight. I guess Aura started that springboard without seeing where Dallas was. Dallas with a roll-up, innovative maneuver, kick out there by Aura before the 1 count. These monsters, Rain Carter and the powerhouse, oh, Violet Dallas, wisely, luckily made a counter. Dallas now, hoist her up. Look at this. Look at this. What is this? Holy cow! I've never seen that one before. Dallas now. Could she be making a tag? The first tag of the matchup made to Rain Carter. And here comes Carter. Carter now. She's going to fly. The big powerhouse of her team. Of the Collective. The Collective springboard. Wow. Using her knees for more momentum. Cover 1, not even. Powerhouse looked to come in. Went right out. Aura able to kick out. Collar elbow tie up. Irish whip. Counter. Into the wrong corner. Goes Carter. Carter in her own house. Springboard. Oh, what a cat kick. Ladies and gentlemen, look at Rain Carter showing off. Aura still yet to make a tag, but really powering forward. But now Aura eating a combination from Rain. Rain with a huge kick right to the face. And look at the boots on Rain Carter. Rain Carter has them thighs, them thunder, powerful build of the superstar known as Rain Carter. And finally a tag. And this is the matchup we've been wanting to see. These two powerhouses in a huge power boot. Now stomping a mud hole in Rain. Rain Carter eats a huge splash. This powerhouse. Yeah, I don't think we've been told her name yet here on commentary, nor live. So we're going to refer to her as the powerhouse. Making a mistake there. Rain Carter needs to capitalize. Rain Carter does. Rain Carter overwhelmed with strength by this powerhouse. Ladies and gentlemen, Aura showed up with the monster. Now the beats of the bound drum. 5, 6. Wait. One more. Boom! Putting Rain Carter onto that corner in a way where she could not get out. Kick to the midsection. Hooking her. Package. Brain buster. And she's going to make Rain Carter makes a tag. Dallas goes in. This powerhouse got caught. Instead of making her tag out. Dallas. No. Dallas was mistaken there, and the powerhouse buys time and space to recover. She's going for Rain. She's going for Rain. Rain counters with a guillotine, buying her partner some time. And this powerhouse going right back at Rain. Rain Carter. Excuse me. It is kicking in. These chops by Dallas. Stop right in her tracks. Whoa! And the powerhouse using her advantage. Her size. Just too much for Dallas. Wait! Dominator pile driver! Come! Breaking it up is Carter. Ladies, oh man, the worst thing is happening now. Rain Carter tagged out Dallas. Dallas in absolute control. Another tag. Staying fresh, staying smart. Rain Carter in control of this powerhouse demon. Backbreaker. The backcracker. Shades of Carlito. All she needed was an apple. But the powerhouse with a huge splash. Emphatic. 1, 2. Kick out by Rain. Wow. You wondered what the strategy was with the Baddie Collective. And they're showing it. Keep Violet Dallas fresh. Rain Carter comes in dominating. But now, the overwhelming aura. Overwhelming the Baddie Collective. Sorry for the pun. Stomping the hands now. And again, what ways can you take the power away from your opponent? Either strike the legs, strike the arms, strike the extremities, break the limbs. Aura is really showing up here tonight. I am impressed. Jawbreaker. What a performance by Aura in this powerhouse. Look at the strength. Beeling over Ray Carter. And again, wait, that may be a rookie mistake. Ray Carter needs to capitalize. Ray Carter setting her up, and no! Wrong corner with a huge splash. And look at that, the disrespect. Getting up, putting all the pressure right on the body of Rain. And now Rain body slam. What is this powerhouse doing off the second rope? She's calling for Ray Carter to stand up. She wants to do more damage. And a huge blockbuster clothesline. Cover. One. And Violet Dallas breaks it up. Dallas there right at the nick of time. And another cover. One. Not even a one count this time. Rain kicking out. What a fight. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. Thank you for the crowd here. Huge energy here at the Staples Center, live in Los Angeles. Ray Carter setting up the powerhouse with a buckle bomb. That may be the moment she needed, the turnaround she needed. Into the corner, tag made. Here comes Dallas. Dallas with a kick to the ribs. Dallas now setting her up. Dallas, what's she doing? Holy what a submission! Using the legs! Will the powerhouse tap out? Go for the head! Stop the blood from flowing! Will she? No, she gets out. She gets out. Was smart of Dallas to strike her while she is down. Try to build that fatigue because she knows like this. At any moment, this powerhouse can turn it around. Making a tag for the fresher. The woman who was made up. Wait! Oh! Rolling faceplant by Dallas, busting open the aura. In comes Rain. Rain is caught in a tarantula. Dallas breaks it up. And another tag. Wait, what the hell is the ref doing? What the hell the ref said no! Why? Bronco Buster by Aura! Cover! 1, 2! Kick out by Rain! But ladies and gentlemen, the referee getting in the way of that tag. Ray Carter throws Aura into the corner. We saw this before. We're going to see it again. Buckle bomb! Ray Carter in control. Ray Carter now, thanks to the ref, not allowing Aura to tag out. And she has now been singled out by the bigger, badder Ray Carter, coming with an attitude to back up her prowess. What's she setting up here? Oh! Springboard calf! Springboard heel kick. Counter here by Aura. Aura's not going to stand down and just say, goodbye. Aura fighting back. Snake eyes. Into the corner turnbuckle. Ray Carter caught the boot. Carter with a counter. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event. Ray Carter takes Aura power bomb. Not letting go. 1, 2 power bombs. Wait, the trifecta scores. Triple power bomb. Tags made. Both women in. Dallas and the powerhouse. Dallas Carter. Dallas drops her. Both women down. Dallas is wait. The powerhouse is up. Overwhelming Aura. Dallas got caught. Oh! Pile driver. Cover. 1, 2. And Rain saves her team and the match. Tag team wrestling indeed. This crowd on their feet for this main event. What a brawl. This powerhouse showing the world. Double tag made. Rain and Aura. Rain and Aura go for Hail Marys. Both women miss. Collar elbow tie-up. Irish whips. To the corner goes Aura. Jabs. Right hands. Hooks. Left, right. The barrage by Rain. Counter by Aura. Aura goes for a haymaker. Missed. Rain Carter with a big stomping boot to the second rope. She's gonna fly, calling for Aura to stand up. The statement has been made. Luthez press up the second rope. Rain Carter and the Batty Collective are in control. Counter by Aura. This crowd just spiked up, ladies and gentlemen. Could we be witnessing a turn here? Could the crowd be shifting overwhelmingly? No! Wait, Rain Carter! Yes! Rain! Locking in the Rain! Is she gonna tap it? No! Aura saving her team. But Rain Carter catching Aura. Aura in trouble now. Rain Carter staking her out of the equation. But she's focused on her. She's forgot behind her. Behind her is the overwhelming powerhouse. What a pile driver cover. Good Dallas breaks it up. What a match. What a main event. Who is legal? Who the hell is legal? The powerhouse going after Dallas on the outside. The ref is counted. But I think we've lost control of this match. Who exactly is legal? The ref had a force spear! Spear on the powerhouse! Rain Carter has just taken her out! Oh wait, she's not finished. She's not finished. Rain Carter trying to make a moment, and she does! What a main event, ladies and gentlemen. Rain Carter has the powerhouse up. Oh, and a release German. You know the amount of strength that takes to pull off, especially this long into this matchup. Springboard, body splash. Rain Carter is dominating right now. The powerhouse is up. This is the opening round matchup. Whoa! A boot busting her wide open. The powerhouse is leaking. Rain Carter with this impressive scorpion-like submission again. We saw this earlier. Could this be the end? And it is! Ladies and gentlemen, we've just witnessed an instant classic. Look at this matchup as we take another look at the highlights. Aura with the performance of the night alongside these other three superstars who put it all on the line. But Rain Carter and the Batty Collective have done what it takes. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning in. This has been a hellacious and historic episode 96.